intent of all this was for you, the public, to take a look at the top to bottom listing, check the rankings of the schools in your neighborhood and community, and leave those schools with low rankings and attempt to attend the ones with high rankings. If everyone left, say, schools in the 35th percentile or lower, and tried to enroll, let's say, in schools above the 70th percentile, what would happen? And we believe the answer is educational chaos. Neighborhood schools and communities would be destroyed, and there would not be enough space in the schools above the 70th percentile, even if there were enough of them in the neighborhood. By the way, this kind of exodus is what has almost destroyed the Detroit Public School District. So that one of the bad things about the top to bottom listing is it treats the school districts as commodities and promotes competition between schools and school districts, which can destroy the capital invested in those buildings, the desks, the furniture, and all the other capital items. And if you don't believe that, just take a drive through some of the Detroit neighborhoods and look at the abandoned, vandalized, and burned out school buildings and notice the negative impact on the neighborhoods. Now, how can the top to bottom listing be used to help schools, school districts, and related communities and neighborhoods understand what Governor Snyder and the Republicans are doing to education in Michigan, and how it might impact your schools, your school districts, your neighborhoods, and your communities if Mr. Snyder is reelected in 2014? First, the 2011-12 top to bottom listing tells you a lot about the relative size of school districts. As we've already discussed, the relative size of all the other school districts outside of the 56 largest is 4 schools per district. What that means is that of the 524 non-charter school districts in Michigan, most or over 80% only have 4 schools. Now ask yourselves this question: is it likely that the Republicans are going to waste time, money, and other resources trying to put charter or cyber schools in those school districts that small? We don't think so. And because the reason why is because there's just not enough students and not enough money in those real small school districts. And also, one would expect those communities to be so close and cohesive that those communities' holds on their own schools is so tight it would be hard for the state to wrest them away. Because unlike our districts, we have so much discombobulation, they can pretty much do anything they want to us. That's not true with the other school districts. What the graph of the relative size of public schools in Michigan also tells us is that when Mr. Snyder runs for re-election, since these small school districts are in mostly rural communities, they won't be real concerned about the impact of the governor's privatization of education. Why? Because it won't involve them. It just won't. That's the insidious nature of what we're seeing. So I hope you're starting to see that this data is pointing inexorably to the conclusion that all of this is about politics and about how governments allocate resources to various constituencies in their respective states. The last positive thing the top to bottom listing can reveal is those school districts that the Republicans are likely to target. And while some districts will definitely be on the radar screen of Snyder and the Republicans as they seek to implement their school privatization plan if he's reelected, there are some that we just articulated won't be touched. So out of the list of the top 56 districts in Michigan, in terms of size, which do you think will be targeted and which ones won't be? And my last question is, do you live in a boot district?